If I was in Parliament today and could respond to the State of the Nation speech by the President last night, this would have been my speech. Madam Speaker, honourable members, fellow South Africans, we have listened to the State of the Nation address delivered by President Cyril Ramaphosa, and like millions of South Africans, we listened with a quiet hope, not for inspiration, but for reassurance that the state that we depend on is becoming more capable, not less. The President spoke honestly about the dangers we face. Crime was named as a threat to our economy and to our democracy. Infrastructure was recognized as the foundation of dignity and opportunity, and the speech avoided the language of blame and division. Those choices matter. They show care. But, Madam Speaker, South Africans do not experience the state as an idea. They experience it in moments. In the moment a tap runs dry. In the moment a business generator starts up again. In the moment a mother waits in a queue that does not move. In the moment a police docket disappears into silence. And in those moments, hope is not shaped by words. It is shaped by whether the system responds. We must say this plainly. A capable state is not lost all at once. It is lost slowly. When effort is no longer rewarded, when excellence is treated the same as failure, and when good people stop believing that doing the right thing matters. That's how systems decay, not through malice, but through indifference to outcomes. Peter Drucker once warned, the best way to predict the future is to create it. But you cannot create a future by intention alone. You create it by designing systems that reward what you want to see more of and correct what you cannot afford to repeat. For too long, our public system have sent the wrong signal. They tell the committed worker that the effort makes little difference. They tell the failing institution that delay has no cost. They tell the citizen that patience is endless and accountability optional. And when that happens, Madam Speaker, capability leaves quietly. When failure carries no consequences, it spreads. When success carries no reward, it withers. When outcomes are hidden, trust collapses. Change the environment and behaviour follows. That is why this response does not offer another catalogue of promises. It offers a different way of governing. First, let public resources follow results, not plans, not speeches, not good intentions, results. Water that runs, power that stays on, services that respond within human time frames. When outcomes improve, autonomy must grow. When outcomes fail, a mandatory time-bound review must follow, leading to proportionate support or interventions, and full restoration once performance returns. This is not punishment, it is responsibility. Second, government must be visible to the people it serves, not once a year, not only during election time, not buried in a report that arrived too late, but through simple measures that speak to daily life. Is water flowing today? Yes or no? Are outages getting shorter or longer? Are faults resolved within days, not months? You should not need faith to know whether the state is working. You should be able to see it. Third, local government must be trusted and held to account. Municipalities must have the freedom to choose how they deliver, but they must not have the freedom to miss outcomes. When delivery is strong, control must increase. Where delivery fails, provinces must act lawfully, temporarily, and transparently to restore function, not to dominate. Accountability does not weaken democracy. It protects it. Fourth, crime must be reduced by changing certainty, not just posture. Communities do not feel safe because of declarations. They feel safe when consequences are predictable. Faster investigation, faster prosecution, clear public reporting and outcomes. When delay disappears, behaviour starts changing. And finally, Madam Speaker, dignity must be built into the system. And dignity is not abstract. It is how long a grandmother stands in a queue. It is whether a call is answered by a call center. It is whether a decision explains itself. As Nelson Mandela reminds us, what counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made to the lives of others. If a system humiliates people by default, then it does not honor that standard, no matter how noble its intention was. This is not an ideological argument, it's a human one. The poor need the state to arrive on time. The middle class need the state to work fairly and predictably. Business needs the state to be reliable, not heroic. A capable state is built when good effort is rewarded. Failure is corrected earlier, and learning is forced into the system. Change the incentives, expose the outcomes, care enough to correct. That is how trust returns. That is how dignity becomes real. That is how the arc bends. I thank you.